Leaked. 90 Day Fiancé couples that are still together. 90 Day Fiancé has given TLC viewers a boatload of drama over the years, and as it wrapped its 7th season, there's no better time to catch up with the TLC show's past stars and see who really made it together until now. We're happy to say that many of the duos are still together, but as any fan who's seen spin-offs, Happily Ever After and What Now can attest, the couples who do split tend to do so with acrimony. Whether in a distance relationship or committed to a life together, here are the pairs that remain couples after filming 90 Day Fiancé.
But it's gonna be really hard to change someone that was raised for so many years in that culture.
32. Russ and Paola. These two remain one of 90 Day Fiancé's most famous couples. Russ from Owasso, Oklahoma, met Paola while he was working in Colombia. They married in 2013 and Paola moved to Oklahoma, but eventually relocated to Miami for modeling work and personal training career. Russ later joined Paola in the Sunshine State, and the couple continued to have cameras follow them for the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off series. They welcomed their first child, son Axel, on New Year's Day 2019. 31. Allan and Kirlyam. Allan, who is from Los Angeles, met Kirlyam while on a Mormon mission in her hometown in Brazil. They've been together since the season aired in 2014, are married, and recently celebrated their 6th wedding anniversary. The duo is currently living in Huntsville, North Carolina, and raising their 2-year-old son, Liam.
You have to take your shoes off now.
I was commanded to take my shoes off.
30. Mike and Aziza. Mike, who is from Cleveland, and Russian Aziza met via a language website. This season 1 couple, still married, announced in September 2018 that they were expecting their first child and became parents in January 2019, adding Little Miss Olivia Joan to their family.
I know you changed your whole life for me coming here, so.
29. Justin and Evelyn. Justin from San Jose, California, and Evelyn from Cali, Colombia, still seem to be as in love as ever. Californian Justin met Colombian Evelyn at the rugby match at the 2013 World Games in Colombia. They spent a week together before parting ways, and Justin brought Evelyn to the United States for marriage. Justin and Evelyn had a rocky start when she first moved to America. Justin expected a proper wife who would keep up the housework, but Evelyn, who changed the spelling of her name when she moved to America, wasn't thrilled about that idea. They're happily married now, though.
We've got to ask Brett to do a rap for us.
Oh boy.
28. Brett and Daya. Brett from Snohomish, Washington, and Daya from San Carlos, Philippines, met via online dating and walked down the aisle in February 2015, and in July 2017, they welcomed daughter Isabella. The pair had a difficult time winning over close and extended family members because of their K-1 visa relationship.
Amy.
Yes, sir.
You just landed with your one-way ticket.
Yes, I did.
What does it feel? How do you feel?
I'm tired.
You ain't.
27. Danny and Amy. Danny from Norristown, Pennsylvania, and Amy from Cape Town, South Africa, have been married since 2014 and are now the parents of 2 children, son Jedediah and daughter Anna. They also have an entire congregation since starting a church in Texas in April 2019, where they currently live. Viewers will remember that Danny met Amy in South Africa while on Bible study vacation, so their religious connection has continued to grow.
Alex's family and my family, and Alex is starting to freak out because people are coming and he's saying, oh, you can't see the bride.
26. Loren and Alexei. Loren from New York City and Alexei from Nazareth, Illit, Israel, tied the knot in September 2015 and are living in Florida. They are still married and are expecting a baby boy. Loren has been sharing her pregnancy journey on Instagram, along with many photos of her and Alexei.
I feel like, oh my God, he cried.
25. Kyle and Noon. Kyle from New Orleans, Louisiana, and Noon from Bangkok, Thailand, are still husband and wife living in Portland, Oregon. This season 3 couple has stayed out of the spotlight since their story aired on TLC, but they keep fans in the loop on social media. Last year, they asked fans to vote for them as Portland, Oregon's cutest couple through a local radio station.
For me, it was overwhelming feeling.
I'm going to give you a really big squeeze.
24. Melanie and Devar. Melanie Bowers from Orwisburg, Pennsylvania, and Devar Walters from Runaway Bay, Jamaica, said their I-do's after Devar moved to the States, and they welcomed daughter Ava in November 2017. They are technically still married, but may have briefly split in 2019, but it's unclear. It all started when a fan on Instagram asked Devar if they'd broken up. He responded, "You said it, not me."
I miss my family so much. Before the wedding, I want to
sky.
23. Fernando and Carolina. Fernando from Doral, Florida, and Carolina from Medellin, Colombia, are still together, having seemingly surmounted Carolina's suspicions that Fernando cheated on her with an ex-girlfriend. While this season 3 couple is known to be married, they've kept their life private after the show's filming.
I decided to leave my old life in Prague behind. It's been hard for me, but I think that I can show them.
22. Josh and Aleksandra. Josh from Rexburg, Idaho, and Aleksandra from Kirov, Russia, got hitched in August 2015 and welcomed their first child, daughter Kaya, the following March. They announced their second pregnancy in 2018, but have kept the child off their social media accounts. Some fans may remember the controversy surrounding the birth of their first child, whom many viewers claimed appeared to be biracial, yet both Josh and Aleksandra are white. They've since moved to Australia for Josh's medical education.
I knew my family would have advised against me marrying Anfisa, but I still did it anyway.
21. George and Anfisa. George from Riverside, Carolina, and Anfisa from Moscow, Russia, are still together, though it's quite different. He's serving a 2.5-year prison sentence after being found with nearly 300 pounds of controlled substances in his car. He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison in 2018. Anfisa is now a competitive bodybuilder.
Lowo is from Lagos, Nigeria. We met on social media about 2 years ago.
Number 20. Narkia and Olulowo. Narkia from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, and Olulowo from Lagos, Nigeria, weathered a temporary breakup after the truth about one of Olulowo's past relationships surfaced, and are currently living in Pennsylvania.
I have been married 3 times before. So if there's anybody that understands marrying the wrong person, it would be me.
19. Matt and Alla. Matt from Williamstown, Kentucky, and Alla from Kiev, Ukraine, who reconnected on the show after the downfall of his third marriage, are still husband and wife, and are living in Cincinnati, Ohio. They announced their first pregnancy on Instagram, and the pair were flooded with celebratory responses from their followers, who seem to be continuously invested in the pair's relationship.
We have Pedro back, and Chantal is coming back. Good.
18. Chantal and Pedro. Chantal from Atlanta, Georgia, and Pedro from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, one of 90 Days' more dramatic relationships, are still going strong. The couple who've been revisited by the show are together despite the conflicts between their families. Because of their popularity, a spinoff, The Family Chantal, aired on TLC in 2019. Chantal also recently graduated from nursing school.
Azan called me and told me that he's not going to be able to come.
So what's going on?
Azan, he has a family emergency.
17. Nicole and Azan. Nicole from Bradenton, Florida, and Azan from Agadir, Morocco, have been featured on a handful of 90 Day Fiancé seasons. Despite the struggle for Azan's green card, they're still together happily, but have shelved their wedding plans and are living separately, as she revealed on Instagram recently. For much of their relationship, Nicole traveled to Morocco to be with Azan. It seems Nicole is living in America while Azan is still in Morocco. While the Morocco-based beauty store also seems to be on hiatus, Nicole is working at Starbucks and raising her 5-year-old daughter, May.
I hate moving.
We're moving and we're moving.
I thought we were gonna bring the baby home here.
I'm just gonna have to tie this house to bad memories, so.
16. Elizabeth and Andrei. Elizabeth from Tampa, Florida, and Andrei from Chisinau, Moldova, seem to be enjoying married life in the Sunshine State with daughter Eleanor, who was born in January 2019. They seem to be living happily, according to Elizabeth's Instagram.
Obviously, I don't want them to spend that much money, because
I mean, I don't want them to spend any money, to be honest.
they're not going to be standing at the altar in jeans and a dress shirt.
15. Evelyn and David. Evelyn from Claremont, New Hampshire, and David from Granada, Spain, have been married since October 2017. They're still married and seem to be putting Evelyn's music career first. In April 2019, Evelyn made it to the top 14 of American Idol season 17, and in September, the couple moved to Los Angeles.
Do you think you'll feel like you're at home?
I don't know yet, maybe.
14. Mark and Nikki. Mark from Baltimore, Maryland, and Nikki from Cebu City, Philippines, are apparently still married. Mark and Nikki, who have an almost 40-year age difference, met via an online dating service. The two sued TLC over their portrayal on the show, and a judge tossed the case.
We get to talk about somebody else, including ourselves, so it's fun. It's a fun process.
13. David and Annie. David from Louisville, Kentucky, and Annie from Buang Khan, Thailand, are still together and moved to Scottsdale, Arizona in September 2019. Though there haven't been any major updates from Annie and David, the pair seem to be happily married after their wedding on season 5.
Well, right now I'm currently living in Mesa, Arizona with my friend Jason. It's his house. We have 2 dogs, 2 cats.
12. Josh and Aika. Josh from Mesa, Arizona, and Aika from Quezon City, Philippines, are still married after having tied the knot in Vegas in September 2017. Children have always been a part of the conversation, as viewers saw on Season 5. The pair told followers that they were trying to get pregnant in September, according to Soap Dirt.
Hopefully the baby will come soon because I'm uncomfortable and I'm tired.
11. Kalani and Asuelu. Kalani from Orange County, California, and Asuelu from Samoa wed in September 2018. After Kalani got pregnant, the pair welcomed their first son, Oliver, born in January 2018, before they were married. Then the pair got pregnant again with Kennedy, born in May 2019, which was a surprise since the child wasn't planned. Kalani and Asuelu are now happily married, living in Utah with their 2 children, according to Asuelu's social media.
Whoa, feeling close.
10. Eric and Lida. Though fans didn't think this couple would last, Eric from Baraboo, Wisconsin, and Lida from Jakarta, Indonesia, are still together, even though they made headlines for a domestic violence incident in January 2019. Lida has also reconciled with Eric's daughter, Alari, after filing a restraining order.
I didn't really know too much of what to buy, but Olga told me a bunch of things that she thinks that she needed.
9. Stephen and Olga. Stephen from Bowie, Maryland, and Olga from Voronezh, Russia, announced their marriage in August 2019. They were immediately thrown into parenthood at the start of their story since they welcomed their son Alex as Olga officially moved to Maryland. After Olga got pregnant, Stephen stepped up as a father, though he admitted he didn't know what to expect. Now, they seem to have parenting down and share family photos on Olga's Instagram.
We have very little time to plan a wedding. And Olivia is my daughter, and she's my friend. I mean, I want her to be a part.
8. Louis and Aya. The couple met via an online dating service. Louis, who has 2 sons, is from Indiana, and Aya, the Philippines. In June 2018, they announced the arrival of their first child, whom they named Giovanni. They seem to still be together thanks to social media.
I'm like amazed how y'all pulled this off. I felt like I'm a part of the family.
Number 7. After being on Before the 90 Days twice, Georgian Angela finally wed her longtime love Michael off camera in his hometown of Lagos, Nigeria. Originally, Angela had hoped for Michael to receive his K-1 visa so they could exchange vows in front of her family in the US, but Michael's application was denied. The couple's seemingly only option was to instead apply for spousal visa, and after the tell-all episode, Angela traveled back to Nigeria to marry Michael.
There wasn't roses on the bed this time, you know? It was boxes and clothes and...
6. Syngin and Tania. The Connecticut-based Tania wed her South African love Syngin after a rocky 90 days. The couple are still discussing their plans for the future, like when to have children and Syngin's career path, but thus far have been happily wed. Still haven't seen your favorite couple yet? Don't fret, we're getting to our top 5.
I had met Annie through a mutual friend on Facebook. First time I saw her photo, I was like, yo, shorty is popping. She's lit.
5. Robert and Annie. Robert from Winter Park, Florida, married his love Annie after she arrived from the Dominican Republic. The duo parent Robert's 5-year-old son Bryson, but are still on the hunt for a 2-bedroom apartment.
All 3 of us being here in American is nice.
What's the best thing to have your best friend here?
4. Blake and Jasmine. Finnish Instagram model Jasmine moved to Los Angeles to be with music producer Blake, but Blake's family and friends were skeptical of Jasmine's true intentions. The couple still wed at a public park during this season and have since called the show fake for making them seem like an unlikely match.
As a father, I'm so proud of them. I love them so much. To have them participate.
3. Michael and Juliana. Michael from Connecticut married Brazilian model Juliana in a lavish backyard ceremony officiated by Michael's ex-wife, Sarah. Today, Juliana calls Sarah her best friend, and the blended family co-parent Michael and Sarah's children, Max and Cece.
Anna Marie and Marcel, if you're ready to step into the circle of matrimony.
2. Marcel and Anna. After breaking up mid-season, Anna and Marcel officially wed in Nebraska with mere hours left on Marcel's visa from Turkey. Anna's eldest son has yet to fully accept Marcel as his stepfather, but her 2 younger boys have embraced Marcel as family. During the tell-all, Anna revealed that she and Marcel are looking to have a child together via a surrogate, but that Marcel's parents may not approve as such a practice is apparently illegal in their country.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
I'm just like any normal girl. I imagined a big, beautiful wedding, but
I've never been a planner, it's obvious.
1. Sascha and Emily. Russian Sascha found his third and hopefully final wife with Emily. The couple welcomed son David in Russia before moving back to the US for an Oregon beachside wedding. Today, the new family resides in Portland as Sascha pursues his career as a personal trainer and fitness model. Did your favorite couple make it to the list? Let us know in the comments section below if you have any scoop from their social medias.